So last time we talked about goats, the sports that we actually care about, but we didn't talk about our favorite game to play. Not watch necessarily, but play. Golf.
Yep. We like to watch it too.
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up with my father watching golf. You lay on the couch, watch golf every Sunday, fall asleep. And of course, I was bored as hell with it, so I got to change the channel. And back then, you had to go up and actually change the channel. And he'd wake up and go, "Hey, watching that?" I'm like, dude, you were just snoring. You were just snoring, literally. I can't watch whatever. So watching it, yeah, there was certain excitement. I mean, it's got to be a decent big tournament, right? It's got to be a tournament with big names. So, which leads me to my goat. My goat is Tiger Woods. Because when it came to the big tournaments, and I know Jack Nicklaus mentioned that we haven't seen him win 18 yet. Okay, granted. But what we did see him win was every tournament he entered and all the WGCs, which, okay, they're not majors, but they have the best competition throughout the world. And this guy won more than anybody. That's not close. And no one will ever match him. That's how good this guy was. Not only that, he brought more people into the game. And then he showed the blueprint of how you can really play this game. There is no Brooks Koepka, there is no Bryson DeChambeau without Tiger Woods, because he showed that if you were athletic and you were built, you could really dominate this game. Even Lefty, for a year, went out and exercised to try and improve his game.
Yeah, he shaved down those man boobs.
It lasted a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
But he changed the game. He showed that, hey, if you're an athlete and you really want to play this game, this is what you can do. That, coupled with the fact that every time he was in, he was the favorite. It's Tiger Woods. I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close. Everyone, Bobby Jones, Steve, Hogan, Nicklaus, and you can say Miller once, but it's not even close.
well, Johnny Miller would probably disagree with that, but yeah.
Well, Johnny Miller never saw a shot that he couldn't pull off on television. I love Johnny Miller. I kind of miss him. But damn, man, his commentary, he never saw a shot that he couldn't pull off. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Sure. Up until it was a putt, you got the yips.
Yeah. So, kind of the same storyline. What I really got into golf when you and I lived in Cleveland, and you and I would go play Sunday mornings at 6 a.m., which is the dumbest fucking thing.
It's horrible.
But I really got into it. And so this was 2007. So that's when I really got into it. And we would play 18, 27, maybe 36. We did just depend on the day because we're up that early, whatever.
Yeah, but, drinking Budweiser by 7 a.m.
Yeah. It's an embarrassing thing when you're at the clubhouse and getting Budweisers at 7 a.m.
Gonna need 12.
Yeah.
We'll see you for at least what, 3 more holes?
Yeah, and we'll be there on the turn.
I don't know. Put the cart roll out.
But that's when I fell in love with the game. Very bad golf that we played. Probably the worst golf. I don't even know if you call it golf at that point.
Well, we did, but I don't think technically we were allowed to. I mean, if, like, say, USGA was watching. I don't think technically they would allow us to call it golf.
Yeah, I think it's just called yard work because
Right.
we're
It was
just
basically hacking up weeds or fairways.
right.
Most of the weeds,
Whoa.
'cause
Mostly weeds and sediment in the woods. So, you know,
hit a lot of trees, hit a lot of trees.
what we always talk about, the hooded fives, right?
Yeah.
Hooded fives out of the
The 5-iron was the only shot I could ever pull off. Yeah, I've done this so many times.
yeah.
The hooded 5-iron, dude.
I couldn't
Yeah.
chip, I couldn't drive, I
Yeah.
couldn't hit a wedge. I could
No,
I could
I'm
hood a
going
5
underneath
though,
that
baby.
branch. I'm going underneath that branch and I'm gonna try and get it back out to the fairway.
I can do that. So that's what really got me into it. I mean, obviously I knew about Tiger, but following the career and then starting to really get into it, I don't even think it's not close. I hate when people say because Nicholas has more majors, is better than Tiger. You just can't say that.
So I don't think
Tiger dominated.
I mean, so this is an individual sport. I get it. So unlike the others that we mentioned previously the other day, this is individual. So it's more, you can say this guy,
Right.
unlike team sports. However, you can't just say majors because the fact of just the fact of the World Golf Championships alone, which invite the top players from around the world, and for you to win those, to me is just you say your parents. So that it's just as important to win those. And dude, the fact is no one won as many as Tiger, and no one ever. And I can safely say that no one ever. Because the guy.
Yeah, I mean it's first of all the new generation of golfer that he brought out.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about game changers all the time. He changed the game. So
I'm getting a lot of. Do you have a lot of foreign people in your house?
I got a bunch of ties that when I say shh, they're like, "What's that mean?" Because they don't know we're recording right now, and they don't care. So, and it's messing up my thought process.
Yeah.
But shit. Anyway, yeah, obviously my wife just got home and
Curfew.
yeah, she's making a mockery of what I'm doing.
Tiger Woods, by the way, 18 WGC wins. Next closest is Dustin Johnson. It's 18.
Yeah, but there again, though, the whole Dustin Johnson, Koepka, DeChambeau, like you were saying, they're all a product of Tiger, because no one knew how to do this like he did it until he brought it. That he changed the game. He changed it to where they used to Tiger proof courses. Now they got a DeChambeau proof the courses. They got a Koepka proof the courses.
I don't think he's that long, but
DeChambeau's great. He was just in a long drive tournament. I think a week ago or something like that.
Yeah, so WGA, USGA, and the RNA just came out with you can have a local rule where you cannot have a driver shaft length of over, or a driver length of over 46 inches.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I know Nicholson was bitching about it, and DeChambeau experimented with a 48-inch shaft he couldn't get it to work because he claimed that they couldn't produce the heads for him or whatever because he, bitching about equipment. Once again, I'm sure Cobra is thrilled by that. But they're trying to Shambo proof it. It don't matter. They can do what they want. If you just have these TPC courses and the pros play, you can put their tees back however you want. I just don't think it affects us amateurs.
No.
Look, I'm playing for the white tees. I'm a 58-year-old man. I'm gonna play for the white tees and I'm gonna enjoy my game. I'm not about, a pissing contest going back as far as I can. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm gonna try to enjoy my game. I'm gonna try to tee off and then be into a reasonable club for my approach. Otherwise, I quit this game.
Yeah.
And I want my money back. If I have to quit this game, you keep lengthening these courses. I want my money back because I'm with that, man. I got issues.
Well, and another thing is, so coming back to the story of how we kind of started on it in Cleveland. Shit, what were we shooting at that time? Would you think?
Well, if we were being completely honest, which we never were, it was the low hundreds. It was the high 90s, low hundreds. It was terrible.
They're called kick wedges for a reason. And
that was absolutely horrible because obviously we sucked.
And we had like nine mollies per side.
So as you progress and you get better, and you try to be a little more honest with your score and whatever.
Yeah, but that's another thing is like, so when was the turning point for you? Because I love talking. We obviously we love talking about golf, but I love talking about golf. Like, when was the turning point you think for you? As far as something clicking to where now you're a 90 shooter, and now, as you've been bragging your ass off, having 3 rounds in mid to low 80s.
Low 80s.
Whatever. You say that, but whatever.
Well, the turning point was where I quit having the two-wayness. And I think that's where every golfer realizes once you eliminate the two-wayness, you can both slice it and pull it. If you're missing 2 ways, you're never going to get better. So once I eliminated the slice, now my miss is the pull. Once you do that, and then you start to realize, okay, I can score with this game if I can play a short game around. So that means if I can chip really well, if I can putt really well, I can still score. I can put up a score, and it's not an embarrassment score.
Right.
Once I started doing that, once I eliminated the slice miss, I still have the pull miss even to this day. But once I eliminated that, and I didn't have to rely upon the hooded 5, that's what helped. So my short game right now is old white man short game. It is on fire. If I'm around the green, you're in trouble because I can put it close to the pin and I can put it in. I might be putting it in for a 5 instead of 4, but I can put it in.
Yeah.
Because I can chip that ball.
Yeah.
Even sand safe. Pin on the sand.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen if pros had to play out of our shitty sand.
I like to see it. I saw a video, a YouTube video. I think it was dude, who's the lefty? Bubba Watson. It said, what would Bubba Watson shoot on a mute?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he ended up shooting a 64. But I never got to see him play out of the sand because that's the thing. Those guys will hit it in the sand to stop their ball, so it doesn't continue on.
Right.
They have a long.
They want the sand.
They want the sand, but their sand is that white fluffy shit that you and I would have to go to Pattaya or Destin, Florida to find. We don't get this sea. What we get is a lot of dirt, rock, and whatever crap that is that gets compacted. So we don't know what we're hitting out of. They do.
Right.
And they just glide it underneath and pop it up. There you go. Well, that's great. That's great. We don't get that.
Yeah.
And also,
first of all, ours is full of water most of the time.
sometimes here in Texas, full of tarantulas. You never know. So you and I have discussed this many a times. We're talking about scoring. The pros, when they hit that ball, they'll spray it. They spray it all the time. Well, they got a gallery who either knocks it back with their head or their body, so they keep it in play. Or if it even goes beyond them, there's like 20 guys racing back to find that ball so they can be there for when he gets out, right?
Yeah.
You and I, especially in the fall, for example,
right?
You can just get a little bit off the fairway. We're underneath a leaf. We're never finding that ball. We're never finding it. So, is that fair? Is that fair?
It pisses me off when you're trying to play by pro rules, but you don't have pro well, not only abilities, but staff. Staff to help and do all this kind of shit for you.
They've got marshals, they've got galleries, they've got everyone help find the ball. They've got matted down rough because of the galleries, whatever. I mean, it's a totally different game. Not to take anything away from it, because obviously they would kick our ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not even close.
But I'm saying the scoring, when you're playing with a dude, that he wants to take himself so seriously. He doesn't want to have a Budweiser.
Right.
He wants to take himself so seriously. It's ridiculous, man. Look, you and I both saw that ball. It's maybe 5 foot off the fairway on the left. And we can't find it where we obviously should be able to, because either grass clippings, leaves, or some weird grass.
Yeah. And you're trying to find it quickly because you don't want to slow up the pace of play. So
yeah, there's a lot of pressure with because every muni is backed up. So
right.
Yeah.
Especially on nice little days that we finally get out. And yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy who's holding up everyone behind you. There's no way.
No, so obviously we both agree on Tiger Woods being the GOAT.
Yeah, we got a different opinion, Brand, because I don't give a shit at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
the other things, so, obviously you and I are both homers. Peyton Manning being the GOAT in the NFL, whatever. I get it. You went, we both went Michael Jordan in NBA.
Yep.
So, okay, bring your Bill Russell comments. Bring it. I don't think MLB anyone's taking this seriously when you say Barry Bonds. I'm saying Johnny Bench. No one's taking it seriously. I think we both agree Wayne Gretzky, though, for NHL.
I mean, he's literally called the Great One.
Yeah, so how can we be wrong if he's called the Great One and we merely back that up?
But let's be honest.
That's a safe choice, I think.
Let's be honest.
Come on, Gordie Howe fans and family. Go ahead.
Let's be honest. We're very ignorant when it comes to that subject. So if somebody has, I'm sure people have better arguments than we did. Because I don't even know, we moved on it really quickly. Because
just we're embarrassed.
Yeah, it's shameful that we don't know anything about hockey. And then soccer, Pele maybe.
Sure.
Or football.
I'm going with Wayne. What's his nuts? Is about to have a documentary. Who's the dude from England? Wayne something. to
Newton.
the older.
Oh, you said England, not Las Vegas.
Wayne some.
Yeah. So obviously we have some gaps.
Yeah.
And this is stuff we're not ever going to talk about.
And I think it's a great time to end this. Don't you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you got parental responsibilities.
All right. Bye-bye.